Good evening and namaskar. Today we'll take a look at Tata Consumer Products, also known as Tata Global Beverages Limited, with reference to its Q1 performance. The management consists of N. Chandrasekaran as chairman, Ajay Mishra as managing director and CEO, L. Krishnakumar as executive director and group CFO. So the company has a portfolio of 5 brands in the domestic market, namely Tata Tea, Tetley, Kannan Devan, Chakra Gold and Gemini. 5 brands. Of them, Tetley is also an international brand. It caters to different countries, customized products ranging from black, green, fruit, herbal tea, iced tea, ready to drink teas, extensive range of specialty teas, exotic teas. It caters to Australian, Middle East, West Asia, North Africa, Poland, Russia and Kazakhstan markets. The company is also into the strawberry preservation business. Now let's take a look at the results. Net sales in Q1 are 1,605 crores. Previous quarter, Q4, 1,335 crores. Q1 of last year, 969 crores. So, year on year, there is a growth of 66%, which is very impressive. Year on year, compared to Q1 of last year, this year Q1, 66% growth. Quarter on quarter, there is a growth of 20%. Now, if you go to net profit, I am not going to see all other small items. All of them are normal. Net profit 232 crores, quite impressive, compared to just 71 crores in the previous quarter and 106 crores in Q1 of last year. The year-on-year growth is 119%. Quarter-on-quarter growth is 228%. In a COVID-marred quarter, Tata Consumer Products has performed very well. Net profit 119% growth year-on-year and 228% growth quarter-on-quarter. Sales growth also is impressive. Equity share capital is 92.16 crores. EPS also follows the same method. Of course, equity capital was 63 crores only in Q1 of last year. Therefore, EPS growth is 50% only year on year. Because of the equity difference, EPS also there is a difference, but it is impressive. Quarter on quarter, it is 227% growth. Market price is around 543. Price earning is very high, 53.86. Volumes are good, so buying and selling there is no problem. 52-week low is 214, 52-week high is 592. So current market price is very close to 52-week high. So performance in Q1 is quite impressive. There is no doubt about that. Is it COVID effect or what other effect, we don't know, but we have people started drinking more tea. Maybe. Most people are at home. They might be drinking more tea at home. That's a possibility, but we don't know the real reasons. It is my presumption only. But anyway, performance is good. Now let us look at the annual performance, last 5 years. 5 years ago, March 2016 year, 6,636 crores. Then March 2017, 6,779 crores. March 18, 6,815. March 19, 7,251. And March 2020, 9,637. So there has been a gradual impressive growth in sales. In the last 5 years, sales have grown impressively. Now, net profit in March 2016 was minus 30 for some reason, whatever it was. Now, then March 17, 463, March 18, 567, March 19, 473, March 20, 535. So the net profit growth also is good. Of course, March 2018 also 567 crores was there, and current year 535 crores is there. But anyway, both sales growth and profit growth are impressive. Historical pricing, if you see, 3 years before it was 211, 2 years before 237, 1 year before 257, and 3 months before 369. Current price 550 plus. So most of the price increase has happened during the last 3 months. Now, for the year ended March 2020, the company has declared an equity dividend of 270%, amounting to 2.7 per share. That is 1 rupee share, 2.7 rupees per share, 270%. So, good dividend track record for the last 5 years. Now, let us look at the ratios. EB is, of course, is that is for the last 5 years. We are not going to see the last 5 quarters. Now 5 rupees is the EPS on 1 rupee face value. Earlier also the EPS was good, except 2016 year. Now book value is 162. It is growing. Dividend has been 3 rupees for the last 3 years. Face value rupees 1. Gross profit margin has increased to 15% from 13%, 14%, etc. in the previous years. Operating profit margin is 12. That is also either equal or higher. Net profit margin is 6%. It is slightly lower. Return on net worth is 3%. Earlier it was higher. ROCE is 7%. That is also lower. Return on assets is lower at 2%. For whatever reason, March 20 quarter return ratios are lower. Interest coverage ratio is 15%, is reasonably good. Price earning March 20 quarter is 39%. Price earning is always high. Last year it was 39. Earlier it was 50, 32, forwarded like that. 3 years CAGR sales ratio is quite good. 3 years CAGR net profit is net profit has not grown very well. Now shareholding pattern, let us see. Overall, we can say Q1 was a good quarter. March 20 was not a bad year. But tea, selling more tea in more countries requires a lot of effort. And here also acreage has to improve. So many things are there. Now, Tatas are doing a reasonably good job on that. Promoter, now let us go to shareholding pattern. Promoters hold 34.69%. Pledge, small pledge is there, 2.7%. That is okay. So promoters holding is not bad. Pledging is insignificant. Now, what are the strengths of Tata Consumer? Rising net cash flow and cash from operating activities is going up. High trailing 12 months EPS. Good quarterly growth in the latest last 5 years results are good. Net profit and net profit margin both quarter on quarter and year on year are increasing. Debt is very low. Book value is increasing. FIIs are increasing their shareholding. Operating profit and operating profit margins are improving. Weaknesses, mutual funds have decreased their shareholding in the last quarter. ROCE, ROE, etc. are less. That needs to improve. Return on assets also has decreased. Now the company from March 16, if you see March 16 was minus net profit. Thereafter quite good growth. Now, April 20, as I said, for most companies, that was the lowest point here also. The same thing, April 20, the price was very low, and thereafter it has been gradually increasing. Now, if you look at the technical rating on a monthly basis, it is very bullish. Valuation, market cap is 49,777 crores. Price earning is earlier very high. Book value 117. Price earning is the problem in Tata Consumer Products. So overall, what to say about this? Now, sales have gone up in the latest quarter. There is no doubt about that. And EPS, etc. have increased in the latest quarter. Especially quarter on quarter, it is very impressive, 227%. Now, will it be like this in the next quarter? We'll have to wait and see. Tea is a product, you can't sell it more unless, some habits have changed. Because of the COVID, some habits have changed. Probably. People are staying at home, maybe drinking more tea. So, I feel like that. So, this quarter is very good. But next quarter, we don't know. So, Tata Consumer Products is subject to seasonalities also. People don't drink more tea in hot summer. They drink more tea in winter and maybe in monsoon season. So, some seasonality also is there. But Tata Tea is giving different varieties of teas depending on the country and region also. So, among the tea products, etc., consumer products, etc., Tata Consumer is doing lot of innovation. It is growing to many other countries. That is where the growth is. Suppose it goes to one more country, there the growth will come. So, the growth will be enhanced by a sharp percentage if it goes to a new market. So, such things Tata Consumer Products is attempting. So, it's a good share, steady share. But yes, I have given you companies which have performed very well and are definitely improve. Unlike Tata Consumer Products. Tata Consumer Products is a steady share, seasonal share, and it has to capture more markets to improve its revenues and net profits. At present, profit margins are okay. There is no doubt about that. But is it improving? No. Profit margins need to improve. With that, I will close here. I will come back to you with another good share. Tata Consumer Products is a good share, steady share. I am not denying that. Is it a dazzling share? Is it a multi-bagger? I don't think so. Thank you for listening. I will come back to you with another good share.